1.
What are you doing to my belt?
Oh, hey.
Get away from that.
Just polishing the champ. Polishing the belt.
I can't do anything with you losers. Hey, folks. Welcome back to the Royal Ramble. We're glad to have you guys.
Glad to have you.
Shut up. As the reigning Royal Ramble champ, I'm so proud to finally bring some class to the Royal Ramble.
Class.
Shut your mouth. Not again. Do we understand? Thank you. Like I was saying, having class with the Royal Ramble, it's just like a whole new world. As long as I have had the belt, things have been so much better for the Ramble. What are you looking at? It seems that the time of that drunkard John Covey Cole and this loser and all those other dingbats is over. This is a new Ramble. It's classy. It's amazing. And I'm so proud to be leading the way. Your champion, the People's Ramble champion, Megan Wills. All right. Well, I think that's all for now. Again, welcome back to the Ramble. I'll be taking this. And we'll see you all soon. Enjoy your playtime, boys.
Well. Thank you, champion Megan Wills. Anybody but Mike's all I can say. But to touch on what you just said, well, before I do that, welcome back, like Megan said, guys. We're here with Justin, Michael Lee Wills, Tommy Thomason, Lyndon Childress. I'm John Covey Cole. But, Megan, I have seen the error of my ways. I apologize to all of you guys, all of my panelists here, all my co-hosts. I apologize to the Rambler fans watching the show. I had a bit of a drinking problem. I admit that now. But I have nipped it in the bud. It's a brand new year, brand new season, brand new John Covey Cole. Nothing but good, positive energy coming from me. That being said, Tommy Thompson, how are you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing great. I can't believe that Megan thinks I'm the mascot for the Bristol State Liners dingbat. But anyway, hey, I'm just glad to be here. I had to say that line out. I'm glad to see us in other different types of media. I know we're on Twitch because my buddy Robbie Rice is watching us on Twitch right now. And I'm just glad to be here, get to talk wrestling again with you guys. Yeah.
We have missed a lot. Lyndon, TNA's back, CM Punk's in WWE. What's going on, bro?
Check. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, buddy. Can you hear us?
Y'all done messed up. I ain't going to the headphones this season. I'm all mic.
Well, you got to hear us
I'm
too,
dropping
honey.
the pipe bombs this year, but better than CM Punk.
Can you hear us, though, is the main question.
I can hear y'all fine. I mean,
Okay.
Just two things. One, Megan, I don't appreciate you calling me a dingbat because I never did nothing to you. I was for you taking the title from Mike, but I'll deal with you later on in the year. I'll deal with you later on in the year. Two, I'll shucky ducky quack quack. The Royal Rumble has come back.
It's the Royal Ramble, sir.
Royal Ramble has come back. We got the Royal Rumble this weekend. It's okay. Same difference.
Sunday, yeah, or Saturday.
Mr. Wyoming County himself, Justin Hicks. How you doing, buddy?
Yes, sir. I'm proud to be a dingbat on the Royal Ramble. Michael, you look great in the video, but so did their champion, the lovely Mrs. Wills. I've missed you guys, man.
It's been a while.
I hope I'm coming in clear, by the way. This is this dial up.
Hey, I'm gonna say this: you're coming in as clear as Wyoming County can come in. You hear me?
I'll take that.
Better than last season.
That's a win for
Raleigh
me.
County ain't no better.
Mountaineer 91 on Twitch says, "Hey guys, what's up, buddy? Appreciate you tuning in."
I bet that's my buddy right there. And I think little dude, my little buddy Nathan's watching us. Hi, Nathan. Papa Rooster misses you.
You all right, Tommy?
Yeah, I know that wasn't weird at all.
That wasn't weird at all. Michael Lee Wills. You okay over there, buddy? Seems like you got a little bit of trouble in the Wills household. A little bit of pecking order issue, if you will.
I'm just happy to be here. Sorry. I mean, yes, we're doing just fine. Thanks.
I'll say steal somebody else's gimmick.
Yeah, you can't be stealing people's gimmicks, Mike. What are you doing?
If
Anyway.
you need help, blink 3 times.
Up there, Michael Lee Wills?
All right, guys, we have a lot to get to. We haven't been here in a while. CM Punk has joined AEW since we've been here. He has left AEW. He is now back in the WWE. Like I said, so much to get to. We're going to get to our pros and cons. We're going to talk about our topic, which is the Royal Rumble this weekend. But first and foremost, I don't know if you guys seen this or not. Kind of had a David Schultz situation with LA Knight and Grayson Waller over in Australia.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen that or not. If not, here it is.
Moves.
Can I give you one?
Yeah, can you, like, not me. I'll just be over here. But can you show us one of your moves?
No, I think it
like
actually just showed on the screen there. If I do that, it's not going to be a good day
maybe
for
someone
anybody.
in, like our floor manager, maybe he seems
well,
available.
actually, our floor manager's leaving this week.
Yeah.
And he's sort of, I don't know if...
That's not for me. You want to go ahead and take this one?
Look,
Uh-oh.
I don't think you understand. Like, if I come over there right now, we're going to have the police here because I'm not going to give you some fake punch. Like, I'm going to punch you straight in the jaw. The disrespect that you have even talking to me. No, you want to talk to me like this ain't real? Don't act all tough, lad. Don't act all tough.
Like, get in the middle of this. You kick back. You kick back. Get him out of there. You get out of there. You get out. I'm so sorry. No, don't know too much.
You guys come here trying to disrespect us. Are you kidding me?
I'm not disrespecting you.
You're all right, no, we love you.
Hey, you take that trash talk and you get out of here. Hey, you get out of here. You take that trash talk. You get out. I won't have these guests disrespected like that, Mitch. You get out.
You're tough.
Oh.
I never thought you were tough.
Now, can you wrap this up?
Hold your pants tight. Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen, for coming in.
I will say that I was, I guess, lack of a better word, proud of how they handled that.
Right.
I thought LA Knight was going to lose his mind when it first started.
You know what he should have done, though? Honest to goodness, he should have did how Hulk Hogan did. What's that guy? He was on
Richard Belzier.
Yeah, Richard. Yeah, just get a front face lock, knock the guy out, and go with it. I mean,
you think he should have roughed him up a little bit? Is that what you're saying, Tommy?
I think he should have stretched him. Yeah. I mean, if the guy wanted to move, don't.
I want to apologize to everybody. I want to apologize to everybody real quick. Somebody didn't make the pre-production meeting, so their camera was showing me and not them. So, Justin, on behalf of Justin Hicks, I apologize, Ramblers.
Yes, I apologize. Well, but thank you for apologizing on my behalf.
I got you, Wyoming County. I got you. Something to keep in mind, panelists.
It takes a little longer.
It does. It's okay. Something to keep in mind, panelists. Lyndon, Tommy, you guys were just talking over top of each other. You got to let each other breathe. We're not going to do the same thing we've done in the past. We got to let. I mean, I know everybody wants to get their stuff in, me including, but sometimes you just got to hold out a little bit, baby. That being said, Tommy, we got your opinion on the Grayson Waller situation. Lyndon, how do you feel about it?
I'm proud of Grayson. I would have said the same thing. It's like, look here, bro. You really don't want to see what these hands about. And this ain't scripted. It's going to be real life. You want to find out how that goes. LA Knight was just calm, cool, and collected.
LA Knight give him like a really? That kind of look. Like, really? Yeah, that's how you're going to attack? You know how you can come at this? But yeah.
You're just kind of being like, okay, cool. I'm going to sit here. I'm just going to let Grayson do all the dirty work. So.
Mountaineer 91 on Twitch says Waller's just arrogant. Waller is arrogant. Hey, if you don't care, Mountaineer 91, who'd you say that was, Tommy? Your buddy Ron?
Hey, Robbie Rice.
Robbie Rice, do me a favor, buddy. Tell your friends about the Royal Ramble there on Twitch. This is our first season on there. We're gonna try to spread the word and get it spread around. I don't know nothing about Twitch. I just know we're on there. So do what you can do. Mike Wills as I mean, I don't know the polite way to say it, but as the fanboy on the Royal Ramble, how did you feel about how those talk show hosts come at the wrestlers there?
Honestly, I got to give all the props to Grayson Waller. I think it was good that he maintained kayfabe commensurate with his character throughout all that. Was it a shoot? Probably, but did he maintain kayfabe through all that? Sure. I was perfectly fine with the way that whole thing went down.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you there because if I did, I would kind of be contradicting what I just said. But I've mentioned Mike being the wrestling fan of the show. It just cracked me up, all the wrestling terminology he was using, trying to sound smart over kayfabe and shoot. And what else you got for us, Mike?
Well, since you're now a sober man, I won't attempt to go above your education, Liberty High School. And no, that's all I had.
Oh, okay.
By the way, if you don't mind me asking, John, what's your favorite Gatorade?
Favorite Gatorade? Probably Cool Blue. I don't know. Why?
I was just wondering because the color in that bottle isn't Cool Blue. I was just wondering what you're partaking in.
Look, this here is just a little bit of gentleman sipping whiskey. Don't you worry about this. This is fine.
Gentlemen sipping.
Oh, okay.
I got it nipped in the bud. Some other things that happened today, guys. I don't know if you've seen. First thing I want to bring up is The Rock is now a board member of TKO, which is Lyndon. Are you okay, buddy? You smoking them weeds down there in Georgia or what?
No, I'm good. Just
okay, buddy. I'm starting to worry about you.
Puff
puff pass, man. Puff pass. Anyway, the Rock is a board member at TKO now, and me and my wonderful children were talking about this earlier. Does that kind of mean that the Rock is Triple H's boss in a way? Maybe.
Whoa, I didn't think about that way.
I think so. That's a good point. I think so. Because he has the ties with Nick Khan that goes back to childhood, right? Nick Khan and the Rock's family have known each other since at least they were kids or teenagers. So they're boys. And Nick Khan is what in the TKO pecking order? He's up there. So now the Rock's in there with him. That's a good point. And I think it's a great time to be a fan of any kind of combat sport right now.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. I'm still kind of on the fence about how they're going to cross. I don't know if they're going to cross promote or how they're going to do it, but if it could be done, just hopefully they don't get too tacky with it, because I love the WWE and I love the UFC, but it is two totally different entities, and I don't want to see too much. I don't want to see too much chicanery in the UFC. You know what I mean?
I agree with that one. I mean, we have enough UFC. I don't know if you called it this past Saturday, but Sean Strickland dropped the.
Oh yeah, he should have lost that fight, in my opinion. But I digress.
I don't either, honestly. But I don't know if I'm saying that because I'm American or because he put a pot on Duplessis. I forget the guy's name.
That was right. That's right.
Duplessis on his eye early on, but now I smell what The Rock is cooking. There could be a rematch.
Yeah, Robbie does too on Twitch. Robbie smells it.
Yeah, I seen that. Wait,
nice callback there, Justin. Nice callback, brother.
Yeah.
All right, something else that happened today that was huge in the professional wrestling world. I'm sure you guys seen this. Monday Night Raw is going to Netflix starting 2025 in January. What is interesting to me, though, I don't know if you guys seen this, but the contract ends with USA at the end of September. So you're going to have October through December, where Raw technically does not have a home right now. So I'm anxious to see how they're going to attack that.
Probably
what's that going to do with Peacock?
On Peacock.
You say they're going to go on Peacock, Mike? That's what you think?
Probably.
That would be a quick fix. Tommy, what was you going to say, buddy?
I said, what are they going to do with Peacock after all this Netflix is going to happen?
Well, to my understanding, they're still going to have it. I know. Hold on, sorry to interrupt. Chris Morgan, the judge, is in the chat. What's up? She says howdy, everybody.
Judge is here. Very good shape.
But the way I understood it, Tommy, they are still going to have Peacock unless something changes. As what I heard, or from what I was reading earlier, is that across the ocean, in the UK and other parts of the world, you're going to have all this premium live events and stuff on Netflix. But at home, it's going to still be on Peacock, the way I understood it.
Now I have a question real quick, and you just brought it up. I think it's going to be the same if it's from what I read also, which I didn't read as much into it. But like if you're in Canada, right, it comes through on the TSN station instead of Peacock, because I don't think they get Peacock for a premium live event. So I'm guessing we're going to have both streaming services like you said, JCC, because you're always right, first of all. And then Michael had mentioned, I think like Mike said, we'll probably go live for the 3-4 months? October, November, December, October through December. So yeah, it'll still be less than like $20 to get both apps.
That's your cue to talk, Mr. Wills.
Well, I was waiting for him to finish, but yeah, I agree with that. They're already attached to Peacock now. I mean, it started out with the WWE Network, and then it went to Peacock, and now this is just the next thing. It's just all about, I hate to say it, but it's all about this, and we're going to have to pay to watch. That's bottom line on that. So doesn't matter if it's WWE Network, Peacock, or Netflix. We're just going to have to pay to watch, and that's the price we pay for moving from pay-per-views to premium live events. So it is what it is.
You're right, it is, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm still ecstatic that we don't have to pay $60 for a pay-per-view every month now.
Amen to that.
Unless you're AEW, but
sorry, guys.
That's a whole difference.
Yeah. But if I may, I have a comment about that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, you follow the screen, Mike. Don't run the show. Follow the screen. I'm trying to give everybody their ample time to talk, and you try to step all over Tommy.
That's all right. Hey, it should be a good deal. Like say you're going to have Raw going on to Netflix, and of course I think the other shows are moving elsewhere. But it's going to be a good thing for Netflix. You're going to have more subscribers because I really don't have Netflix. Felicia's the one who got the Netflix. But yeah, you're going to have more subscribers now going over there, and never know because I think the contract to Peacock is like ends in 2026. So maybe they'll just do away with the Peacock thing and just keep everything on the Netflix. Put all the pay-per-views, carry everything over, all the regional stuff. Yeah.
You guys have heard the phrasing Netflix and chill, correct?
Exactly.
CM Punk tweeted earlier, he said Netflix and feel. All right, guys, I mentioned at the opening of the show that we got a lot to get to tonight. We've already been here 20 minutes, and we haven't even got to our pros and cons. We're going to try to dabble in what we've missed in the last 6 months. It's going to be horrible. Miss some, I'm sure. But it's one of my favorite segments of the show we're bringing back this year, and it's the pros and the cons. Wyoming County. Missed the call, so I got to plug him in. And Mike, I got to fix him too. Sorry, Mike. Anyway, it's time for the pros and the cons. Do you guys have any idea how difficult it can be to host a show and run production?
It's rough.
It can be. I'm sure Cody Green feels my pain.
Yeah, and has to deal with me too. So
it's all your fault, Tommy. It's all your fault.
Always gotta blame somebody.
How come that bottle looks like that?
Hang on a second, Tommy. Hang on.
Mistake. What do you have to say for yourself?
Who's she talking to?
Talking to Mike, I think.
You overcooked my steak. This is the third time. Do you have anything to say for yourself? That's what I thought.
Michael Lee Wells, grow your kahunas right now. Grow them.
Mr. Wells, your wife asked you a question, sir.
Grow your kahunas right now and answer.
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Come on.
If you don't grow some kahunas, man, you don't deserve that title back if you don't grow some kahunas.
By the way, quick. Michael did technically blink like 16 times when she first came into the audience. So it's safe to say he needs help.
Well, he's made that bed. He's got to sleep in. That's all I can tell him. Sorry, Mike. I feel for you, buddy.
Jesus, please let her not hear me right now.
Lie. You don't. You're a lie. You don't feel for him.
I do, Lyndon. I do feel for him. I'm a changed man. I worry about my friend Mike over there.
Bro, I'm seeing right. Stop with that. Stop with that. Who are you trying to fool?
I'm a good guy, Lyndon. That's my pro.
Drink your fake apple.
Hang on. What's up, Mike?
Drink your fake.
1 second, please. Megan, honey.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Was this
Champ?
it?
That's better.
Oh, was it? You
You need to go ahead and answer my question in front of your little friends. This is what I was talking about when I said it was classless at the Ramble. You don't even know how to cook a steak for your wife.
Who's she calling?
Now, what's my name again?
Definitely not the champ.
To all the ramblers and the fans out there, please forgive the following statement, because things that should happen on air should stay on air, and things that happen behind closed doors should be behind closed doors.
What did you say?
I said your name is Mrs. Megan Wills. Champ.
That's better.
I love you.
That's what I thought, darling. It's about time for some class.
I said I love you.
I love you, Michael.
Oh, the love is strong, man. You can tell Valentine's Day is right around the corner. I'm loving it. It's a wonderful time.
Yeah. Now, let's get back to the ramble, guys.
All right, back to the ramble. We're going to talk pros and cons. Lyndon, where do you want to start, buddy? Pros or cons?
Since we haven't done this in a while, man, let's go with the cons.
Go with the
We
cons.
always got a lot of them.
Whoa.
Well, I'll start with the cons then. I think the biggest con for me is, as a whole, all elite wrestling. They have screwed the pooch. I don't even watch it anymore. I'm going to try to start watching some for the show's sake, but it has gotten... I mean, I'm sorry. You get CM Punk, the hottest commodity in wrestling, hottest free agent in wrestling. You get him to come back to professional wrestling, and he has some scuffles with some fellers in the back, and you are not a smart enough businessman. Let me take that back. A smart enough wrestling promoter, wrestling booker to capitalize on that, because wrestling is different than any other business you would be involved in. You look at the likes of Matt Hardy, Edge, and Lita. It didn't last long in the WWE, but they capitalized on it. Look at Kevin Sullivan and Chris Benoit. It was, they hated each other, but they capitalized on it, and they took it to the ring and made something out of it. And there's more that I can't even think of right off the top of my head, but there's been so many. Sometimes you just have to put your feelings to the side and do business. And AEW missed the opportunity on that. And that's not the only reason that I'm harping on AEW. It's their storylines have been at best. And I was so hopeful because we finally had what I thought was a legitimate competition for entertainment to the WWE and AEW. What have they been in business? 3 or 4 years now? And I just don't care anymore. And it sucks because some of my favorite wrestlers are there. But I'm sorry, I could go on and on, but I'll give you guys the floor a little bit on that one. Once again, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bounce around the panel here. When you're on the screen, that means it's your time to talk.
Well, one thing, Felicia just texted me, said one con is my T-shirt. She don't like my Daphne shirt, but that's okay. So anyway, somebody take X or Twitter, whatever that is, away from Tony Khan, because he's just blowing it up, making a fool of himself. People just making fun of him. Cornette's been all over him here lately, I noticed. But yeah, just about everything Tony Khan is just bad. And another thing that happened that was bad was a spot with the NWA. NWA is not the way it was back in the 80s. It's went downhill. That one pay-per-view they had where they only had like 200 buys. You had more people. It's sad.
Sorry to jump in, Tommy, but NWA really hasn't mattered, like you said, since the 80s. They tried really hard a couple years ago when Nick Aldis was a champ. Billy Corgan had him streaming on YouTube, doing a weekly thing. But, yeah, NWA, I mean, it's not quite as cringe as Impact, but anyway.
Well, I mean, man, look here. AEW, like we all know, is a modern day WCW. And we knew what happened when you have somebody like Tony Khan, who is a mark, or, what MJF called him, a effing mark, who doesn't know how to build storylines, doesn't know how to hold on to stars that he gets, doesn't know how to say, okay, guys, we don't need you as EVPs and wrestlers. It's not going to work. We can't do that. Is he going to do that? No. Tony Khan's not going to do that because, again, he's too much of a mark, and he's not going to tell these people to, hey, we don't want you being an EVP because, you have terrible booking of your women's division. Like, I've never seen a more terribly booked women's division than AEW. And having
the beautiful
so
thing
many
about
stars.
being the host of the show, Landon, is I can cut to me anytime I want if I want to interject, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. Yes, their women's division sucks, but here's a news flash for all you wrestling fans out there: women's wrestling sucks. As you were, sir.
Women's wrestling doesn't suck. It's just it's not. He's fumbling with that division. Look at WWE's women's division. Look at TNA's women's divisions. They don't fumble that much. Only AEW is fumbling. But then again, Tony Khan be hitting and missing on pay-per-views. So
I wanted to go again with I won't go off of the AEW. I mean, it is what it is with AEW. And not to piggyback on what Roscoe said, but you know how back in high school, everybody knew that one athlete that was destined for greatness, want to go to a D1 scholarship, maybe go pro and all that, but then they do something stupid and then they're stuck. They peaked in high school or whatever because they made a mistake, whether it was intentional or otherwise. And NWA, I thought, was on the cusp. Now don't get me wrong. You got WWE up here. You may have AEW than everybody else. NWA was so close, especially with Tyrus as their champion. Tyrus had nightly national audience, being on Fox News and commentating and all that. I even had no problem with EC3. But then what did NWA do? They did that little segment with, that nose candy incident and just blew it all out the water. And, that's my main con. How did that get through their production meetings? How did that go through? And how did that make it through editing and things like that? That was a boneheaded decision, and they deserve to fall from grace like that because of something like that.
Well, see, I disagree. It's professional wrestling last time I checked, and I'm not saying I like the Katie Vick storyline, but I like that wrestling blurs the lines. And one of my favorite times in wrestling was the Attitude Era, because all gloves were off. Anything could happen. And just to totally blackball someone because of a cocaine reference on the show, I think is plumb silly. But anyway, let me go ahead and see what Justin's got to say about his con, because we've kind of bounced around everybody else now. I'll let Justin get his word in.
I'll go with pretty much what you said, JCC. AEW went from its early inception from must-watch TV to...
I'm sorry, Justin. May I for 1 second? To quote the American Nightmare, they went from what is it, Lyndon? It's undesirable to
undeniable.
They went from desirable to deniable is what they did.
Yes.
No. Flip it.
Exactly.
They went from undeniable to undesirable.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's exactly. It went from can't miss to can't tune in at all. It honestly made me less of a fan of the entire wrestling product for a little while. Just Tony Khan's booking in general. I really think the man needs some wrestling minds in there to tell him, hey, we think this is a mistake. Don't do this. Don't do that. And like you said, he had a chance to capitalize on a multi-million-dollar venture, and it didn't happen. So that's probably my biggest con also. The con is the con.
The con is the con.
Yeah. But he wants to be...
He chooses quality over quantity is what he does.
Let's see. Robbie said, my cousin says he'll check it out. His name is Trent Metter. Come on in, Trent. The water is fine. We got Michael Lee Wills in the chat because his wife probably won't let him talk over there. He says, what do y'all want to talk about? I love when Cody does that. I love when Cody does that. Guys, we got a lot to get to. We've already been here 36 minutes. We was trying to keep the show under an hour. I knew it was going to be tough, our first show back, but we're still going to try to stay on task. We all talked a little bit about some cons that we've disliked in pro wrestling in the last 6 months. Now I want to talk about some pros in the professional wrestling world. And I'm going to, once again, panelists, I'm going to bounce around to you on the screen. And when you're on the screen, the floor is yours.
I tell you one pro that I seen last night, and I was highly impressed with. It looks like Cody Rhodes and CM Punk might work a little program right here before WrestleMania. And I think that's something that needs to be done. I think it's going to be good. So I like that. I like what Gunther did last night.
Sorry, Tommy.
Seth Rollins.
I got to touch on that real quick. Yeah, sorry. I got to touch on that real quick. I don't. Me personally, I don't want him to rush Cody and Punk. I want him to plant the seed in the Rumble, and then we'll come back to it sometime next year. I don't want to see it right now, but that's just me.
Right, but like you say, to plant the seed, it's something I think is going to make it interesting. One of them's going to turn heel and probably be CM Punk, because CM Punk's a lot better heel than he is a face. And of course, Gunther and Rollins, they're teasing that. I kind of like that. But there's a lot more pros going on with WWE than anybody, and that's a shock because past seasons, boy, have we ever dumped on WWE, and now they're
on top of the world now, baby.
They're on top of the world. They're looking good. So yeah,
You know why? You want to know why they on top of the world? That man, Paul Levesque, is why they on top of the world. Okay?
Killing the game.
Exactly.
Paul Levesque. All right, he's killing it. He is killing it with WWE. Been a lot better. Let's be real here. WWE's been a lot better. My personal favorite because for me, I've been watching them since the first match I saw, but with TNA wrestling being back, exciting. Scott D'Amore. I'm telling people that man should win something because him getting this TNA back, love it. And I feel like TNA really finna outdo anything AEW does this year. Because this man got Kazuya Okada to come back to TNA. And on the flip side,
wait a minute,
Okada
what? Okada ain't signed with TNA. Hold on a second. What are you talking about? Okada signed?
But Okada's leaving. Okada's leaving New Japan.
He is, but it ain't been said that he's going to TNA.
And it ain't been said he's going to be at WWE.
You're right. It's not, but I'm not sitting here stating it as fact.
But
you are sitting here stating it as fact that he's going to TNA
this week.
Oh, okay.
This week.
So he got a handshake deal this week. Is that what you're telling me?
He's just on TNA this week, teaming with the Motor City Machine Guns.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Linda.
Yeah.
But it's his first time back to TNA in 12 years.
You got to clue us in whenever you're going to talk about this backyard mud show wrestling, because all of us don't watch that crap, okay? So you got to clarify these things.
I'm the only one in here that watches stuff outside of WWE, AEW, and TNA. I mean, I've been watching Stardom and New Japan and everything else because, other stuff is actually quite better, but, I digress.
I'm with Lyndon. Just the rebirth of TNA was great. He mentioned Okada. I try to watch TNA when I can, which unfortunately not a ton, but I will say just the time we're in WrestleMania, full on WrestleMania season. The drive this weekend's the Rumble. It's just a great time to be a fan. So just where we're at right now, and with WWE, obviously their cupboard is bare, not bare, I should say. They have roster and storylines everywhere in case somebody goes down. It's a great time to be a fan for that particular promotion. And
we lost him. Hopefully he'll call back. It's that Wyoming County internet. I was going to give TNA a chance, and I'm actually still going to give TNA a chance, Lyndon. You'd be proud of me. I went to watch it the other day.
I know. I was proud of you when you asked me what channel it comes on. And I'm like,
yeah. See, I was going to watch it. I was going to check it out, and I go to my cable provider, and I'm looking, and there's no AXS TV. So I can't watch it there.
But I'm proud that you're
watching that
out.
bottle.
I'm going to actually watch TNA. I'm actually proud. Stepping out of your comfort zone, sir.
I'm trying to. Welcome back, Justin. Welcome back.
Yeah, I got too excited. I hit a button that time. I apologize. But
okay.
It's just a good time to be a fan.
All right,
and I'm happy
somebody's
for the
getting
Wheels
that comfort zone.
What's that?
I'm sorry.
What's that, Tommy?
I said somebody's getting a comfort zone because that bottle that stuff in that bottle just got a little less.
I'm just sipping it, buddy. I'm just sipping it. It's all right. Just sipping on it.
Somebody's getting a comfort zone.
Okay. I did want to mention another pro really quick. Really quick. I'm so glad Michael and the champ are still married. It makes my heart sing. I'm so glad that they're couple, the power couple of the Ramble.
Michael, there's a smudge on my belt.
Oh, look who's back in the picture. Great.
That is so nice of you.
Michael Lee Wills, this is so sad for me to watch. This is so sad,
This
bro.
might be the biggest pro of all.
All right, while Mike's over there shining belts, pro for me is just the WWE as a whole. There's so many so many storylines that are intertwined right now, which WWE got away from for so many years. You have 3 or 4 people contending, trying to get Seth's title. And then you had Gunther come out on Raw, plant some seeds there, which Robbie on Twitch, he says that he thinks Rollins will beat Gunther. How about you guys? I don't know yet. It's too early to tell. Gunther's on fire, man. Gunther's on fire
I'm going to go
now.
with Gunther over Seth. I will say that. I'm going to go Gunther over Seth.
I want to ask you guys this before we move along, because we still got a lot to get to, and we've only got 15 minutes to get there. Who do you think is going to be the one to dethrone Gunther?
I've got me a pick now.
Okay, Tommy, who you got?
Pete Dunne.
Oh yeah, he's back.
You took my answer. I was going to say the Bruiserweight.
Yeah, I'm so glad he's got his name back. Pete Dunne, man. That Butch thing, I was getting sick of it. To see him come out as the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne, yeah.
And if none of y'all are sure, go back on YouTube and watch matches between Pete Dunne and Walter. You will love it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to come back. And when we come back, we're going to revisit a segment we used to have on the show years ago called Work or Shoot. I'm going to read out an article, and you guys at home and you guys on the panel here are going to tell me if this is a work or if this is a shoot. But we will be right back, so stick around.
Can't wait.
Gavin Ward can take care of your real estate needs, including loan closings, title searches, and deed preparation. Gavin also specializes in landlord-tenant matters and estate planning. Josh Miller has the experience and skills needed to handle your personal injury or wrongful death case, including car, truck, and motorcycle accidents. He will fight for you. If you're in debt and considering bankruptcy, Gavin and Josh will guide you through the bankruptcy process. 2 lawyers, 1 office for all your legal needs. Gavin Ward and Josh Miller. Call us today.
Come on down and join us here at the Mad Hatter Club, located in Beckley, West Virginia. We have all your favorite bartenders serving up all your favorite drinks. So stop by and wet your whistle. And we'll often have live music and karaoke on the weekends at the Mad Hatter Club. We also have pool tournaments many times a month, and you can contact us for more information when the pool tournaments are going to be held. Your new best friend could already be waiting for you, so what are you waiting for? Don't have a home bar? Come and join us at the Mad Hatter Club. We're all mad here. For more information, please call 304-252-7262.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
All right, guys, welcome to Work or Shoot. Once again, I got to fix Wyoming County. He's all out of whack here. If you guys missed the call to action for this, I'm about to read you guys a question I'm going to read you guys an article about professional wrestling, and you guys are to tell me if it is a work or if it is a shoot. I'm trying to wait till Michael Wills calls back. He's not on here right now.
And Ramblers can answer in the chat too.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Answer in the chat. I want to let you guys. Yeah. I want you guys to let me know if you think it's a work or if it's a shoot. And for those of you that don't know, a work means that it's fake, and a shoot means that it's real. And Mike still ain't called back yet.
You might want to explain it.
Mike ain't called back yet. He's over there Googling work or shoot, trying to figure out what it is. What's up, Kelly? Good to see you, buddy.
I just want to say Tommy is the heartthrob of the Royal Ramble, and it's good to see him. And Lyndon, you are the glue that holds things together. JCC, you are the brains behind the operation. It's great seeing all you guys tonight.
Hey, it's good to see you too, bro.
Yeah.
I just tolerate John Cole.
Go give me the big head.
Again, you're the heartthrob, the sex symbol. Tommy is the sex symbol of the Ramble.
Well, it's looking like Mike's not going to call back. I don't know what's going on. He said he did call back. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and read it. It's short and simple. I'm going to come back from the break. We're going to take another quick commercial break after I read this. And then I want you guys to gather your answers and call me back. That being said, this week's work or shoot is, at one time, Hulk Hogan was asked to be Metallica's bass player in the 80s. Now think about that, because, Hulk Hogan did play bass guitar. So, at one time, Hulk Hogan was asked by Metallica to be their bass player. So, we're going to take another quick commercial break and come right back with the answer. We'll be right back.
Hey, how are you? Welcome to the mattress store. Good to have you here. Glad you're here. That's my card. Come on in. Come on. I know you guys want to get a mattress. Let me tell you what you need. You don't want a twin. You don't want a queen. You don't want a full. You want this one right here. This is the best one on the market. Now, you can't touch. No, don't touch it. This is the best one on the market. You have to take my word. Don't touch it, sir. No, that's okay. Just take my word for it. This is the best mattress. This is what you need right here. Don't ask me how much it costs. Just give me your credit card right now. No, don't talk amongst yourselves. Talk to me.
Not so fast!
This is Mattress by Appointment. We will let you try any mattress, anytime. 50 to 80% off retail, and we have payment plans available. Come see us.
And this one's going to be $3,000. This one's going to be $3,500. This one's $4,000. So price isn't important, right?
We can't afford that, baby.
Not so fast!
Those prices are ridiculous. We have payment plan options. You can take a mattress home for as little as $1.
Have you guys made up your mind yet? I mean, we're closing in like 2 more minutes.
I'm not sure. We need to discuss this.
Okay, what's there to discuss? You're gonna buy it or you're not?
Well, maybe we'll just come back tomorrow.
You can't come back tomorrow. We're closed tomorrow. Come on now, you guys.
We're Mattress by Appointment. We have a flexible schedule. We're here when you need us to be here. We're Mattress by Appointment Beckley, locally owned and operated. We sell our mattresses new, 50 to 80% off retail, payment plans as low as $1 down, free local delivery. Call us for an appointment, 304-731-6067. We're located at 166 New River Town Center.
Captain Comfort and the Saving Squad. No!
All right, guys, we are back, and we're back to discuss this week's topic: who wins this year's Royal Rumbles. But before we do that, I need an answer. We got some people in the chat here. Justin, we'll start with you. Is that a work or shoot, my friend?
I'm going to say it's a shoot. I'm
Okay,
going to say, yeah.
Okay, Michael Lee Wills, work or shoot, buddy?
I'm going to say work.
Okay, Lyndon, work or shoot?
Working shoot.
Work or shoot. You got to pick one or the other.
I'm going to work and shoot. But
You can't do work or shoot.
For your
It's not an option. It's work or shoot, my man.
Work.
Okay, thank you.
We'll go work.
Tommy Thompson, is that a work or a shoot? Okay, Tommy says it's a shoot.
Bang, bang.
And the Ramblers in the chat, I see shoot over there. I don't see any works. Who said it was a work? I can't see your hands. So that's Mike. Justin, did you say?
Mike said it.
Mike's the only one that said work?
Yeah.
Lyndon said it too.
Lyndon said work also?
Yeah, Lyndon and Mike.
Oh, yeah, he did,
That's
yeah.
a working shoot.
It is a work, my friends, but there is some truth to that statement somewhat. For years, Hulk Hogan would tell people, anybody that would listen, that he was asked by drummer Lars Ulrich to be the bassist for Metallica. Lars Ulrich debunked this, saying he didn't even know Hulk Hogan. Eventually, Hulk Hogan went full Hulkster and backpedaled any stories he might have told to clear the air that what he did was team up with Simon Cowell to put together a demo tape when the band was looking for their new bassist. Considering Cowell did produce music for the WWE, that story at least holds up. So there was I didn't even know that was a thing till today. And I started looking around. I was like, "Would you look at that? Oh, I'll be daggone."
Yeah.
So
Cornette
everybody.
Ben Cliff's here. What's up, Ben? Ben, you done missed work or shoot. You done missed the pros and the cons. You made it in time for the topic, though. Good to have you back, buddy. It's always nice to see you.
Our man from across the pond.
That's right. Ben Cliff, he goes way back. I think Ben Cliff has actually been watching the show longer than anybody in the panel here, besides myself, of course. But
yeah,
Just be true. Let's be very
true.
I say, this is what, my 4th season. He's been on about every time. Yeah.
This is the 7th season, I think, of the Royal Ramble.
Yeah.
That's my third, 3. I want to say 3.
Justin about missed the boat for his second one.
I did. Season premiere.
We threw him a lifeline, though. We said, "Come on, baby. Come on. We got room for you on the boat. Come on, baby."
That's right.
Ben Cliff says, "I definitely have. Finally, the Royal Ramble is back on Facebook Live. And also Twitter, and also YouTube, and also Twitch."
It's not Twitter anymore. It's X.
No, Elon Musk can kiss my hind end. That's Twitter. It's always going to be Twitter.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. We're going to start out with the women's rumbles. And we're going to go ahead and start with Justin. Justin, who do you think is going to win the women's Royal Rumble?
Honestly, put a little more thought into the women's and the men, but I think my prediction, at least, and I'm probably wrong. I have been many times today, even. So, let alone in life. I'm going to say Jade Cargill debuts and wins. Perfect way for her to break in. Why not?
I don't know why Lyndon's laughing at you, Justin, but he is.
Wow. I like that.
Okay. I'm scared because Lyndon may know something that I absolutely do not. Or we have the same pick or something. I don't know. But I love Jade. I would love to see it happen. Why not?
All right, that being said, Lyndon, we got to...
I saw what you did, John. I saw what you did. I saw the little bleep pick that went quick and went away.
I didn't mean to do that, but go ahead.
Like Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, a little sneak
No,
peek.
I want to hear Tommy's next before we get to mine. I want to hear Tommy's.
All right, Tommy, what you got?
Well, unfortunately, Daphne can't be there, but honest to goodness, I think it's the year, ladies and gentlemen, for Chelsea Green. I think she had that embarrassing moment where she was the fastest to get eliminated. I think it's time for her push. I think it's going to be Chelsea Green this year. It's going to shock the world. It's going to be a shock. I think Chelsea Green's going to do it.
Well, I think that's a little rambunctious there, Tommy. I love what Chelsea's doing. Don't get me wrong, but she's kind of in a tag team thing right now. To me, I mean, it could happen, but it seems like a stretch to me.
I like the thought of it, like a long shot. That would be great. That's a good pick.
You won't have to have a surprise one, yeah.
That was definitely a surprise one. Mike Wills, I'm going to go to you next. Who do you think is going to win the Women's Royal Rumble?
Based on the woman's body of work, and
I mean, you can't be
my friend.
Oh, Lordy.
My fellow panelists, because the internet is being wonky over here. Chris Morgan's. Go ahead and pull mine up at the same time I pull yours up because we picked the same, but you go ahead and have the floor, buddy.
John, could be cool. Is this going to be the only time we agree on something?
Oh, that's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Oh, Lord, look at this.
Bailey, if y'all haven't been paying attention to the damage control story, then you will see that Bailey is finna to win the Royal Rumble.
Lyndon, do you think we are going to get another babyface run out of Bailey?
Mm-hmm.
I do too.
And
I'm so
I kind of want
excited.
to go into this of why I'm picking Bailey, because Ben Cliff, with who he picked, I want to be like, bruh, but I understand why you picked her, but she gonna get thrown out by her best friend.
Ben picks Sasha Banks for those curious.
Yeah.
But Bailey is, I think, the one to win the Royal Rumble, because you got to look. Becky's done won the Royal Rumble. Been to Mania. Charlotte's done won the Royal Rumble. Been to Mania. Sasha didn't need to win a Royal Rumble, and she still went to WrestleMania to be a main event. Bailey is the only one that hasn't. This is Bailey's year to win the Royal Rumble. Like, it is right there on the wall.
Like you said there,
Like, don't get me
Shannon.
wrong, y'all didn't have terrible picks, but
I think Tommy's was kind of out there, though. There's no indication that she's going to be the one, but whatever.
I mean, I understand the Jade Cargill one. I do, trust me. I understand, but if you're not seeing that this is going to be focused around Bailey, then y'all not paying attention to what they finna do.
I love Bailey so much.
It's Bailey's time to win a Royal Rumble. Because all the other storylines, they don't need to win the Rumble to build it. If you want to do a Becky, Rio, or now, you don't need a Royal Rumble for that storyline to develop.
No, you don't. It's funny. Our
Bailey needs to win to face Io to win the title at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that needs to happen. And we need to get the daggone her little blow up buddies back out there, and she comes out and gives everybody hugs. I'm so excited. So excited. But anyway,
I think she.
And the judge says, and the whole gang tosses out Nia. Oh yeah, you know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, of course. Yeah. Everybody gonna toss out Nia.
They gonna knock her out right on her hole.
That was a Netflix Shield joke, by the way. It was like whole new meaning to Netflix and Shield today.
Right.
And it's Orton giving Nia an RKO on a bed. It was great.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Mike, to answer to your question is yes.
Okay.
That being said, there is 2 people that were picked for the winner of the men's rumble here on the panel. 3 people picked one wrestler and 2 people picked another one. That being said, Justin,
Can I just take a guess? Because I feel like it's between Punk and Cody.
you can't take a guess. What do you mean you can't take a guess? Once again,
it's got to be Punk.
Me and Lyndon have
I'm just
chosen
saying.
the exact same wrestler to win the Royal Rumble. And for the second year straight, we're predicting that the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, wins the Royal Rumble. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I picked Cody Rhodes to win the Royal Rumble. And the reason I picked Cody Rhodes to win the Royal Rumble, because he said he wants to finish his story. And I know we got the whole thing looming with The Rock and everything, but the only way to get Cody Rhodes back on SmackDown to face Roman is through the Royal Rumble. So that's why I'm saying that's why I think Cody is going to win the Rumble. I don't know if it's going to be a triple threat between him, The Rock, and Roman or what, but I love The Rock. Man, I love The Rock so much, but he has really put a damper in things right now. I don't know what they're going to do. But what I would absolutely love is if The Rock is in the Royal Rumble and Cody Rhodes throws him out. That's what I would love to see. That being said, before Lyndon goes off on his tangent, I'm just going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. Lyndon, Tommy, Justin, and Michael all picked the same wrestler, and you, my friend, were correct. It is CM Punk.
Bro, I got a feeling I'm like, I bet you it's Punk. I bet you it's Punk, isn't it?
The only other person that I can see possibly winning, fellas, is Gunther. Yeah, Gunther. That's the only one that makes sense to me. Now, if they would let Damian Priest win and he could go to WrestleMania, lose, and then cash in immediately after he lost, that would be epic. But I don't think they're going to do that. I don't think they're going to waste that storyline there.
No.
Did you guys see where Hulk Hogan hinted that he's going to be in the Rumble?
I did.
Please, for the love of God.
Clip, yeah.
Please
not the clip article. That's what I was saying.
Here's a question just popped in my mind. Here Rollins is hurt and was out talking about it yesterday. How come Damian didn't cash in real quick? You got the man hurt. He's sitting right there.
Tommy, you can't do that, brother.
I mean, if he's,
I mean, yeah. If this was a real,
see Seth versus Gunther.
If this was a real,
if you're not medically cleared to wrestle, then you can't participate in a match.
No, it's not, Tommy. Mike, that's not what Tommy's saying. Tommy's saying that we want our wrestling to be believable, and the logical thing to do there, like Tommy said, would be to cash in. But come on, Tommy, you don't be too smart for your own good. You can't do that.
I mean, I kind of want to see Gunther versus Seth.
As the man is injured, we believe though, because I'm with Tommy there. I will if he's as hurt as he says he is. That's a way to kind of we're not going to get those sexy CM Punk or Lyndon just
no. You can't do that because there's still a possibility, and there's a good possibility, or they wouldn't be doing it, that Punk is going to be okay by WrestleMania. And tell me, there's a better matchup than Seth Rollins versus CM Punk at WrestleMania. There's not. And if you tell me there is, I'm going to tell you you're wrong.
Do Seth versus Gunther, but
no, that's not even. I mean, that's going to be great, Lyndon. Don't get me wrong. Seth and anybody.
But Seth and Punk is money.
Look, the way Seth, whether he meant to or not, the way he set the story, whenever Punk was in AEW and Seth was dogging on him. Look, this is what has to happen. It has to be CM Punk versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. And, part of me was kind of on the same fence as Tommy. Like, okay, let's make it make sense. Okay, Seth can't wrestle, so let's take the title off of him. Because there used to be if you don't compete in 90 days, they take the title off of you or whatever.
Right.
But Roman threw that out the window a long time ago.
I was about to say, what's Roman's excuse?
Yeah. Right.
No.
Let's have Seth and Moppy.
Excuse the language, but he done messed up on that bet.
Oh, Jeff Baker. Hold on. Jeff Baker, I'm sorry, buddy. He's in the chat. He says, didn't get booked, didn't get notification. This is how you're treating a former champ. Jeff, I'm so sorry. I will get with our IT department. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why you wasn't invited to the show tonight. I don't know why you wasn't notified that the show was going. He also says that that's bullshit. Big Show was not medically cleared and got cashed in on. Well, maybe so.
Big Show really need-
I'm going to get a couple of these comments in the chat, guys, before we close out tonight. Kelly says that Cody would whip CM Punk, and we are going to see that confrontation in the Royal Rumble. There's no doubt in my mind. And like Lyndon mentioned earlier, I think it was Lyndon, maybe it was Justin, there's somebody, we're going to get a CM Punk and Cody storyline at some point. I don't know when.
It's going to be later down the road, trust me.
Ben Cliff says Rock is going to beat Roman at Mania and Reigns will retire and Rock will relinquish the belt there. That is preposterous. Why would you do that? If The Rock's not going to keep the belt, don't put it on him. And I don't think he's going to beat The Rock. I don't think he's going to beat Roman because that makes no sense because The Rock's not going to stick around and defend the title. Well, then again, Roman don't either. But
y'all need to understand, Cody winning this year, that's what people seem to – who gives a shit about The Rock? Again, sorry for the language. This is the year Cody has to.
It's not that simple though, Lyndon. It's not. Nobody cares about. Who cares about The Rock? Everybody cares about The Rock, man. That's the point.
Of course they do.
It's not like it's a Goldberg coming off the street. Now, I'll tell you this right now: if Goldberg comes in at number 30 and wins the Rumble, I'm going to stop watching WWE. You heard it here first. The only thing that would be better than that is if Ryback come back. Before we get out of here, guys, I want to bounce around the panel here. We always have surprise entrance in the Royal Rumble, and I expect this year to be no different, especially now that this is Triple H's first in charge Royal Rumble. That being said, I want to get just one pick, because I'm sure there's a couple on your brain, but one pick of who you think is going to be a surprise entrant. It can be in the women's or the men's, doesn't matter. Mike, I'm going to start with you. Who do you think is going to be a surprise entrant this year, so we can all laugh at you?
Well, if I had to go out on a limb here, I'd say Booker T.
Hey, he said he said earlier today he wanted to. I don't want to. I'm sorry, Buck. Those shucky ducky quack quack from me, Lyndon. I don't need to see Booker. Now, if he wants to come in, do the spin-a-rooney, and then get through over the top, okay, cool, whatever. But don't be in there working, bro. I mean, it was not pretty last year when you did it. I mean, good on you for doing it, but no, I don't want to see that. Anybody else feel the same way, or do you want to see Booker? What do you think?
Don't need to see it.
I could take it or leave it. I'm a Booker fan, but I mean, he's been there, done that.
How many times has he been the champion, Justin?
Mr. 5-time. Yeah. There we go. And you're doing the head spin, everything.
He coming for Hulk Hogan. He done told you. He don't care. All right, let's keep it moving. Justin, who do you think is going to be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble this year?
Okay, so this backtracks to Lyndon earlier. I think Mr. Okada will be in the Royal Rumble this year.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble. I figured you was going to say that, or somebody on the show was going to say this. I actually did a little bit of looking around today. His contract's actually not up. Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking, Lyndon. Thank you very much.
January 31st.
Why would you do that? Why would you interrupt me when I'm in the middle of saying something? That is the dumbest. Oh, see, I'm trying to be a nice guy. This is what you're doing to me.
Oh, you finished up all your alcohol.
Well, I switched it up to Ryback then. How's that sound? I really did. I didn't know about the contract, but I was hoping he would be the guy. That would have been a massive.
Okada would be huge, and that was one of my thoughts as well. Sorry, man, that Wyoming County internet's killing you. I thought it was going to be a possibility that we got Okada too. That's why I looked around a little bit. And like Lyndon said, when's this contract up, Lyndon?
January 31st.
January 31st. So he's not going to be in WWE unless they come to some kind of agreement before then. I don't see why they would.
Nah, because New Japan right now is doing last shows before the next show, and so
yeah,
he's slated those. So
yeah.
I know people wishing it, but I'm like, no, it's not happening.
All right, Lyndon, I'm going to bounce it to you now. Who do you think is going to be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble? Oh, hello, Megan.
Say for the Women's Royal Rumble.
Are you guys finished?
Naomi.
Not yet. Almost.
Excuse me?
You can speak now, champ. Who do you think is going to be a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble?
Oh, wait a second. Hold up. Wait a minute. Like I said, Naomi, a surprise entrant. So hopefully Mercedes too. We don't know, but we shall see.
Yeah, that's actually my pick too, Lyndon. Good job. You still on all my shit tonight.
Now you can go to Megan.
Mrs. Wills, you have the floor.
I would like to see a surprise entrance. I like to seeing The Rock show up again, and it would be nice to see him show up at the Royal Rumble. I know it's a long shot.
It's actually very doable. If they want to plug him into WrestleMania, that would be a great way to do it.
Even if he don't Cold in there too.
Even if he don't win, well, sure, why not? If you want to, I mean, okay.
Anybody else? Taker, Shawn Michaels. Who else are thrown in there?
Ryback, maybe Gilbert. Yeah. We don't care. We'll put him on. We just can't put Daft in there, Tommy. Sorry.
I know. It's bad. It's bad.
Val Venus. He might
Val Venus. Did you guys know that the big Val Boski is a lot like a clock? You put two hands and a face on it, I can tell you exactly what time it is.
That's why his thing got chopped off.
Choppy. Yo, PP. Big Cliff wants to see Naked Midian, or even better, for all the juggalos and juggalettes, he wants to see Superhuman in there.
Superhuman. That would be wild.
No, not that kid. Good Lord.
Whoop, whoop.
Please, not that kid.
I even heard X-Pac.
I'm down for that. Why not?
Yeah. I mean,
Come
it's
in.
Triple H's buddy.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Bring him in. Then you can have the fake Razor Ramon come in and throw him out.
Now he's dead.
Don't ruin it for me, Tommy. It's still real to me, damn it.
Sorry.
Just let him
I
have
had
it,
to
Tommy.
dig him up.
Tommy, who do you think is going to be a surprise entrant in the Rumble?
I don't know. It's goodness. I think it's X-Pac. I think
Okay.
X-Pac will do it. Yeah.
Fair enough. Ben Cliff
What's
says
that?
Bubba Ray.
Oh, I had a suggestion.
A suggestion.
Yeah.
Go
I can
ahead.
see that.
Brian
I can see
Pillman's
that.
kid.
I don't think it's his time yet, and I hate that they changed his name.
he-
That should have been on Khan.
Yeah, he's still working.
Who did
sorry.
Michael say?
Brian Pillman's
Brian
kid. I
Pillman
forgot the
Jr.
name. Yeah.
Pillman Jr.
Texas King.
Yeah.
I've been calling him Dexter
Oh,
Loomis.
Lexus King.
You need to scoot up.
I will say for NXT call up, it'll be probably like Mello and Trick Williams and maybe Braun Breaker finally. Jeez.
That's fine, Braun.
The man Jeff Baker. He wanted to make you guys aware of something. I hadn't thought about this. That's a good call, Jeff. He said Rock is on the board of TKO now. Even if he don't wrestle, he is head of the table.
I said that earlier to somebody today, but they still like, no, we still going to get Rock and Roman. I'm like, this fool is literally on the board of directors. He is literally.
He could have been.
Roman ain't crap no more.
He could have been trolling us, and that could have been what he meant. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
bro, exactly right.
I can't say this guy's name.
Rock don't.
Ben Cliff said he'd love to see
Ilya Dragunov.
Jackanov or whatever it is.
Ilya Dragunov. But I'm telling you though, Braun Breaker needs to make his appearance in the Rumble this year. Needs to.
I agree with Lyndon there. That was you had a question earlier, JCC, about who could dethrone Gunther, and I know Pete Dunne is the sexy pick, but I think bringing Braun Breaker in immediately, bam, that would be a great way to put him skyrocket the kid.
I think it's going to be Ludwig Kaiser myself, but that's just me.
That's
actually, I mean, it's still not far fetched. Still wouldn't be far fetched.
I like
Ludwig.
Oh, we lost Tommy. I don't know what happened to him, but we have lost him. That being said, guys, I think we're about done for the day. We are back. We are going to be back next week to discuss the Royal Rumble. After that, it's going to be every 2 weeks that we're on the air. Like I said, tell your friends on Twitter, tell your friends on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook Live. You can find us all over the place. Next week on the show, we're going to try to have a weekly topic every week on the show. And next week's topic, I figured since it's Royal Rumble season, we might as well stay within the vein. Welcome back, Tommy. Tommy, can you hear? Yeah, we can't hear you, buddy. We see you, but we can't hear you. It's all right, though. We're getting ready to close the show. We know. I'll go ahead and say it for you, Tommy. You're happy to be here. Yada, yada. Good to see everybody. Yada, yada, yada. That whole shebang. Anyway, before I bounce around the panelists here to get some final thoughts, next week on the Royal Ramble, tell your friends, we are going to be discussing who is the worst Royal Rumble winner of all time. It goes all the way back to 1988. And we'll have this weekend's Royal Rumble to discuss as well. Figure that'll be a fun little topic. And, at first glance.
I mean, there was a winner in 2004?
There was actually a winner in 2004.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Oh, it's 05 that was but 05 had controversy though. Let's be real here.
We'll circle that and come back to it next week on the show, guys. We got a lot to get to. Wrestling is thriving right now. The Royal Ramble is back. We are still talking all over top of each other. We're going to work out some bugs, or people's going to start getting fired, but we're going to get through this, I promise.
Well, you should just look at yourself then about getting fired for that.
I cannot fire myself. We got to take it to the board of directors, and The Rock said I'm not allowed to get fired. That's what he told me.
Look at what happened to
I didn't
Vince.
know my mic came back on.
Yeah, you're back, Tommy. Welcome back.
Okay. I was talking to myself, and then they called on the microphone.
Hey, Michael, snap out of it, buddy.
Yeah, Mike, that's not your belt anymore, pal. You need to calm down.
There you go, big boy. Till you grow your kahuna, stop looking at the belt.
Okay, Lyndon, you mind your house, I mind mine. Secondly, I said last season, I'm happy that the belt's going to stay around a Wills, but y'all remember my catchphrase, where there's a Wills, there's a way. Hey,
Yeah,
sorry, I'm talking.
There is a Wills, and she's the champion, sir.
It sure as hell ain't you. You just wish you never
she's
gave
the
that title
champion
up. Huh?
For as
See how
long as
smarted
she
you. That's where you failed, sir. See how smarted you.
That's right.
Hey, sorry, Tommy. Ben said I need to fire the chicken and serve him with some fries and a Coke. Sorry, buddy.
What the heck? That's chips to him. That ain't the fries. It's chips.
Fries and a Coke.
That's cool that he Americanized it for us, though. Thank you, Ben. Doing a bit of translation for us. Appreciate
Hey,
it.
Ben, Ben could have said fish and chips, and I would have understood him.
Right.
Yeah,
he could have said fish
I
and
don't know if you
chips.
guys knew this or not, but Ben is actually coming across the waters in a couple months for WrestleMania.
Oh,
He's going to be in Philly.
WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, he's going to be here for
He's going to be at
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, right?
He is.
Bring
Justin,
some fish and chips with you while you come over, mate.
does Wyoming County have some final thoughts for the Ramblers tonight, buddy?
Final thoughts. Love yourselves and one another. That's it. The great Jerry Springer. I'll just conclude with that. Please don't fry Tommy up. Godspeed. I hope it's a great Rumble weekend. I'm sure it will be.
Justin, it's funny you went to Jerry Springer because for the last couple of years, even before he passed, usually when I close my shows, I will say, take care of yourself and each other. So that's cool, man. For Jerry. For good old Uncle Jerry.
Good old Jerry. That's right. That's
Tommy
right.
Thompson, we already know you're happy to be here, but you got anything else you want to tell the Ramblers for your final thoughts?
Hey, I'm just happy to be here. I'm ready for next week. I'm ready for this weekend. Big time Rumble party. I'm ready for it. Shock the world. They're Chelsea Green. Show these guys that I'm right, and we'll go with it.
I'm going to tally up. Well, no, I'm not, because we're not going to do many of these like this. But we will circle back next week and discuss who was right and who was wrong. And me and Lyndon will start the show with, so what do you guys want to talk about?
Well, let's be real here. We might go one out of two because it's really an open field for the men's, but women's, if it's not Bailey, then I don't know what the hell Hunter's thinking.
Yeah, Bailey is just there for the taking. It
literally
just
just
makes
have
perfect
Bailey win.
sense.
Right.
Like Bailey makes the most sense to win that women's rumble.
I agree, Lyndon. You got any final thoughts for these Ramblers, buddy?
Man, all I'm gonna say is enjoy wrestling. We got so much wrestling, more than we never had before. Watch it.
We're missing wrestling
Still
right
be a
now.
fan of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's NXT, but I mean, like, just enjoy wrestling, man. Learn to love it. Learn to be a fan of it.
Ben Cliff loved himself earlier. That's why he's late. That's nasty, Ben.
Oh, God. Only Ben.
And then he follows that with, if Chelsea Green wins, he'll let Mark Henry impregnate him, and he'll give birth to his hand.
No, just let the great Muda. Just let the great Muda do it with his mist.
That would be that would definitely be for all the juggalos and juggalettes out there.
No joke.
Mike Wills, you do not have the floor since the champion is here. She gets the final thoughts. Megan, do you have any final thoughts for the Ramblers out there?
Well, I can just say this is a much better show than I've ever participated in before.
Okay. I don't know if we should take that as a compliment or what, but thank you, maybe.
You may speak, Michael. You may speak.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, thank you, champ. I just want to remind everybody that, listen, I enjoy this show. I really do. I know y'all have heard an old saying, and to paraphrase off that old saying, you need to keep your wife close, but you need to keep your champions closer.
No.
Hey, whoa, hey. This is a family show, pal.
Meant there, I didn't see the bell. And I thought, oh God.
Yeah, I was like, what are we grabbing a hold of here? Mike, calm down, buddy.
Oh, Lord.
I was caressing
what's that one thing, my boy?
No, you don't touch the belt, Michael. We've talked about this.
Megan, he done smudged it up. Megan, he done smudged it up. I see it from here.
Get the rag, Michael.
We don't
Get
do
the
this
rag.
while
I'm
being
tired of this.
overseas.
All right, guys. While Mike is cleaning up the belt like a good little boy over there, we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Like I said, we'll be back next week. We're going to be discussing who is the worst Royal Rumble winner of all time. I'll be back. Tommy will be back. Lyndon will be back. Megan will be back. Mike may or may not be here. Hopefully, Wyoming County Hicks can be here. We'll have to wait and see if his internet allows it. But I have faith. Yeah, that's all we got, guys. It's good to be back. It's good to be talking wrestling with you guys again. We are going to get through some kinks. Like I said, we're going to, like Megan said, we're going to bring some class to the Royal Ramble. Megan, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
You're quite welcome. But please address me as I've told you should.
I apologize, champ. Thank you for sharing your presence with us this evening. We appreciate it.
That's better, John. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. For Justin, Tommy, Lyndon, Mike, and our Royal Ramble champion, Megan Wills, guys, I am John Covey Cole. We'll see you guys next week. Enjoy the Royal Rumble. And last thing I'm going to say before we get off here, before we ramble on, Tommy, there's no chance in hell Chelsea Green wins the Royal Rumble. If she does, I'm coming on the show next week topless. You heard it here first. Hopefully for you guys' sake at home, that Chelsea does not win, because if she does, it's going to be a rough show next week. But anyway, until next time, guys, ramble on.